Isaac Newton saw an apple fall downward and asked why, which led to his discovery of gravitational force. What is your Newton's apple and big aha?
So when I got to dental school as an engineer, teeth grinding hit me on the head like Newton's apple. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? Why would the body destroy the hardest tissue it has? So the question nagged at me, and I saw it in so many patients, one after another. So the intellectual curiosity as well as the prevalence of this problem nagged at me. So I took all kinds of courses. You know, night guard as an answer. I mean, that's just a band-aid to make the dentist feel better. It doesn't make the patient feel better. So, long story short, after a career-long quest, here's the long story short. Teeth grinding is one frame in a movie. The movie is called Airway obstruction during sleep. So your body, when it's grinding its own teeth away, is actually doing CPR to resuscitate you. Okay? So this really opened a whole new door. And I wrote a book called 6-Foot Tiger, 3-Foot Cage to explain this phenomenon in the simplest way. That is, you have a regular or oversized tongue in an undersized set of jaws and teeth.
Wow. I got to make a comment. I don't know if I got more compliments from anybody than I did from the people about you and your talk. I never knew who you were.
Oh, really?
I know you're OG in dentistry, my bad. But you got so many compliments on how intelligent you are. And I just want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you. Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And I got the same response. They're like, how do you not know Dr. Felix Lau? I'm like, I talked to him on the phone a couple times. He's a really cool guy, but I don't know.
He got me here.
You're amazing. Next, what's the one big discovery from your 3 bestsellers for all dentist staff and patients?
Oh, that would be impaired mouth syndrome. Every dentist and every patient with a mouth needs to know about impaired mouth syndrome. Okay, so a syndrome is a collection of associated symptoms. It's connected to a condition. In our case, it's a structurally impaired mouth. So what would that be? Clicking jaw joints, teeth grinding, worn down teeth, gum recession, breaking one tooth after another, failed root canals, failed implants. How about weak chin, long, narrow, horsey face, witchy profile, and a big nose because your upper jaw failed to thrive, or bags under the eyes. These are all symptoms are associated with impaired mouth syndrome on the dental side. On the medical side, the choked airway that came from an impaired mouth leads to what we know as hypoxia or oxygen deprivation. Now comes sleep apnea, sleeping with the CPAP machine, chronic fatigue, aches and pains that you can't recover from because the source of the problem is in the 3-foot cage. And in kids, it will be ADHD, failure to thrive, socially, athletically, scholastically. So this is a huge range of problems that's rooted in a structurally impaired mouth. And every dentist is already licensed to treat this, except that nobody's ever shown you how. And that's what we do with AMD training.
Wow, isn't it great? I keep on getting, this is a goosebump conference. I'm gonna call it hashtag goosebump conference. So I got goosebumps. I was actually in Invisalign. I'm still in Invisalign. I don't know who anybody's seen. I've been in it since my 2018 cruise to Alaska in May. That's what, 4 years? And finally, I went to a pediatric Airway symposium, and while I was talking, these amazing educators like yourself came up to me and asked me to open my mouth, and they like ganged up on me. They asked me how long that I had been in ortho, and I don't even know why they asked, and they started diagnosing me on the spot, and they said something along the lines of, your tongue is too big for your mouth, and that's why you keep getting all these refinements, and I don't know if Invisalign is going to work for you or not. We'll talk about this later, but you gave me goosebumps.
Sure. Yes.
Next, you are releasing 2 new books, and I'm also a compliant. I see everybody judging me. I'm a very compliant patient. I wear 23 hours. 23 hours. It's my teeth and my tongue, I guess, but I wear my Invisalign. You are releasing 2 new books at the Dental Festival. What are the titles, and how can attendees get in this room to get a free digital copy?
All right, so I'm really excited about these 2 new mini books. They're aimed at patients and consumers. Give them to your patients or read it yourself, and you'll want the answers that are in there. So this is painless, and it works while you sleep, and you don't have to wear it 23 hours a day. You don't need to wear it during business hours. So the titles are, the first one is for all of you adults in this room. It's called Relaunch Your Vitality, the missing key to getting free of chronic pain and fatigue. All right. So for those of us on this side of 29, we all feel it. And it turns out that where you need to relaunch your vitality is right here. You gotta get rid of that impaired mouth. You gotta solve that 3-foot cage problem. All right, so how you get it is you whip out your smartphone now and you punch in this 800 number, 800-969-8035. And you just say, I want the books. And we will send you a link.
Say it again, what's the number?
800-969-8035. Put in your name, your degree, if any, your email, and whether you want the first book or both books.
Thank you so much,
Here's
Dr.
the
Felix
second
Lau.
I can see clear.
Oh, you got a second one.
There's a second one, it's called Your Child's Best Face. Every dentist should raise the most beautiful children with fully developed jaws and dental arches so that they don't end up with 6-foot tiger and 3-foot cage. All right? So give it to your parents, patients, and read it yourself, and I hope you thrive.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Felix Lau.